Hey, I'm live. Sorry, guys. That took a while to get it loaded and start going here. Never had that happen before. Usually go live in your live. Hey, howdy, hey. Welcome. It's February, and I definitely am late on a video or an update or a continuation. The noises you hear in the background once again are a few of my 10 animals playing with their new toys. Sounds like Mr. Monopoly guy is gonna be Denzo. It's been a while, guys. We have had a lot of changes going on. I've had changes going on with medication, therapists. There have been changes in the house. We have been ripping up carpet. Going to be measuring for padding and floor soon and reinstalling some wood in this house that was damaged from previous owners. I have a catio that we're working on building to go actually right behind my computer. So there will be endless amounts of cats at one point going in and out for the catio. Protests have been going on. I've been doing protests. We have a foster fail again. First girly girl, Nonu, her owner stopped responding. So there's another cat in the house. She's crazy and psycho and feisty and not afraid of a damn thing. She loves the vacuum. She loves the broom. She will play with anything. She knows no fear whatsoever. It's just truly incredible. It's just havoc on our house at times. So last night celebrated my brother's birthday. Went out and did a lot of fun things with that. It's just been a little, I don't say crazy, but it's been busy and it's been hard between 3 schedules trying to figure out a time where I can have the house to myself and actually sit down and do something and being able to focus, somewhat focus because I have animals. Speaking of the squirrel. I'm still kind of reading. I thought it was just me, but it isn't, about shame and guilt. I did not get that far. I have not been up on so much of my reading. I've been doing some art stuff, trying to be creative. God, Mr. Monopoly, poor guy. I already stole his money last night out of his hand. I've been doing shadow work, which is not easy, by myself. I'm on new medications, and I think they're helping. Not so much. One of them is I'm on is for PTSD and for nightmares, and I still have my nightmares. I don't sweat as much as I used to with my nightmares, but I still have nightmares every time I go to sleep, which I always call them stress dreams. I didn't realize they were nightmares. I didn't realize, like, I live in PTSD. That was an awakener. And then I'm also on one for, I'm just gonna say mood stabilization. Basically, it's something to help bring my normal level down, especially because there's a possibility I might be doing EMDR soon, which has been since 2018 in the making, trying to get EMDR. You know, someone with BPD, it's a personality disorder, and they feel more things than other people do. Would think that feeling abuse more than other people feeling sexually assaulted and raped. Those things stick with you, but hopefully I'll get it soon. But I have to bring my normalcy down. There's a better word for it. It'll come to me. But I need to bring my reaction level down so that when I do go through EMDR, it's going to stir up a lot of shit. And I need to have better reactions and be able to control myself a bit better. So I think it's happening because I have had some mishaps with some people. No shocker there. And these mishaps, they have been somewhat better, I guess, like with the issues I'm having. And it's usually like justice, human equality, equal rights shit. I deal with people. It's usually when I open my mouth, like abuse, animal abuse, people abuse, that being equal to others, whatever the case may be. I find my reaction afterwards is a lot calmer, and I'm not as stressed up or built up, or actually I'm not shaming myself anymore. I think through these 6 weeks, I've found out what my voice is. Don't you get on there. You want a pillow? You can have pillows here. There you go. Yes, dude always has to be by me. There you go. Good boy. Ooh. I didn't like that. Oh yeah, I wrote those letters to myself. Pretty sure I posted them on my community tab. Let me check real quick. Yes, I did. So throughout my community tab, I posted letters I had to write to myself, which was irritating and hard to do. I think I have also come to like a better acceptance of my family and who is not showing up for me, who's not making an effort. Like a bare minimum thing. Because I'm tired of chasing people. I'm tired of giving out love that's unreciprocated, especially to family. And I'd rather use that love for myself. See, I'm changing, guys. I just don't want to waste that energy anymore. You know, sorry, we were karaoke singing last night, so my voice is kind of blah. I was doing weird voices. I just realized I give out a lot of energy, time, and love to a lot of people who do not reciprocate. And I need to stop. Because it's only upsetting to me in the long run. And I don't need that anymore. You know, at 38. I don't need it. I've realized since 2018, I've kind of had a big event every year. It's just frustrating. I don't know if that's normal to have one event every year that's kind of big and could be life-changing, depending on what it is. You know, that car crash I had could have been life-changing. You know, any attempted suicides would have been life-changing for everyone. Speaking on cars, VW not doing well. They're not making me happy. Let's go through some cards again. Breaking news, Pope. Yes, we know the Pope's in the hospital. People get old. We all die. All right, I've got 4 cards to choose from. Strengthening your strengths. That sounds pretty good. Strengthening strengths. Write down 2 of your strengths. It's important to write them down. Find a meme or picture that resonates with your identified strength. Put it in your phone, on your fridge, in your car, on your bathroom mirror, and embrace your strength. Accentuate it. It's a true part of you. So I don't know. My passion is a strength, I guess. Like, when I enjoy things, I fully enjoy things. So when I'm laughing, it's real. I don't give fake laughs unless I'm in customer service. um, sorry. So when I enjoy myself, I tend to be a bit louder, more involved. I let myself just go and enjoy and feel things. Like the games last night, we were having fun, and my husband and I were racing Mario Kart, which the game sucked because it gave me Princess Peach, and I wanted Yoshi. Like, duh, you always get Yoshi. So we were racing, and he got this dope ass Pegasus freaking vehicle, and I got the Galaxy Comet, and I'm like, yeah, Galaxy, woo woo, like it's my theme. That's totally me. That car is big and tough and just. So, needless to say, for I would want to say like 2.75% of, or 2.5, 2 3/4 of that race, Ryan was in first. And somehow one curve just took it, and I snuck it in the last 5 seconds for first place. And I just enjoyed and laughed, and I don't know, people looked, I saw quick reactions, like, you're in a loud place. There's bowling, there's pool, there's karaoke, there's claw games, there's regular games, it's in a mall, there's kids running around. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be loud. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Like, the fuck? What are we supposed to do at these places? So while it may be an annoyance to others, I enjoy the good feelings because it means I'm feeling, right? And I want to enjoy every moment of that feeling. And so I don't care if people look. I don't care if people judge me anymore. Like, I really don't. I'm tired of judgments. I'm tired of whatever you want to quote as societal norms. And we don't even have norms anymore. Whatever the fuck is going on with. All right, I'm not going to get political. Don't get political. Anyways, strengthening your strengths. So write down 2 of your strengths. So obviously I'm going to put passion as 1, and what's another strength I have? I push people. That makes sense. Advocacy, passion and advocacy. Maybe those are the right ones I'm going to do. So now I got to find memes or a really strong picture, which I think I have one for 1. Actually, I might have one for another because my bestie sent me something. Who's coming in August? That's only 4 months away. Right? No, 6 months. Ah! Damn it. Well, it gives me more time. More time to set things up around here. I don't have to feel so rushed, even though I feel constantly rushed, and I hate the way my house looks right now. But this is what happens when you do it yourself and you're learning. I hate it. Then I make mistakes because I get impatient. I just want to get things done. I just want them to be done, but I need the knowledge, and I don't want to have time to waste for the knowledge. I don't know. No, self-care. The pleased acronym for self-care. This is our DBT deck. DBT is good for everybody. It's not just for people with personality disorders. DBT is good for everyone. So please, some of the most effective emotion regulation skills relate to self-care. In dialectical behavior therapy, self-care is captured in the pleased acronym. P, physical health comes from going to the doctor as needed and following treatment recommendations. Bruh, that's already hard as fuck, especially when you have autoimmune issues or issues that people can't see or doesn't show up on tests. Like, that is very disheartening. So I go through waves of taking care of myself and not taking care of myself. Let's be honest. It's writing me. I'm on live. Let's see who it is. Who's writing me? Burn, burn, burn. Turn off this sound. Who is it? Oh, it's my bestie. What you want? Dope. Cool. All right, bestie. L, list resources and strengths for each part of the acronym. Well, I don't know how you're going to list anything for L, but I guess P would be different types of doctors. Like me, I'm still waiting. It's been 4 years and I'm still waiting to get in, and it's fucking multi-care with, a rheumatology specialist. This referral is from January. Oh, I'm sorry, December. And this is my third referral for rheumatology or an endocrinologist, but doesn't matter, right? I'm just allowed to suffer because women are built to suffer. We're built for pain, so it's okay. See, listen to me. I'm going to get nasty real quick on this shit with doctors. Eat healthy foods in a balanced way. Bruh. Do you know how hard that is? I am bad at, I don't say not eating healthy. My number one worst habit is soda. I need to drink more water. But it's very hard for me to drink water unless it's out of a plastic bottle, which sucks because I don't want to waste plastic. So I have tried many different cups and glasses. Usually a glass is the best thing for me. And then even then, if the water sits for too long, like a day, I guess most people don't let their water sit that long. It's stale. I can taste water. I can taste the differences in water. Very sensitive. Everything on my face. I'm just a sensitive bitch. I don't know what to say, guys. Avoid drugs and alcohol. Okay. I am not for people living in zero tolerance unless you are 100% an addict, which means you're an addict and not just drugs and alcohol. You're an addict in eating. You're an addict in exercise. You're an addict in collecting things. You're in, like, I can say no. I don't have to right now, which is nice, but I definitely have said no on many things. Even though I really want them. It sucks. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was looking at our little, my husband and I take these every time we go to a gaming area or whatever. So we have a bunch of strips everywhere, and we just got new ones last night. So it's fun to see like our progression through the strips. I smoke weed. I only started smoking in like 2018. And then I really didn't get into it until like 2019. Because of my mom always smoking weed, I assumed her behavioral actions and reactions were because of weed. So I was terrified. And it was probably a good thing I didn't start until way later in my adult life, because how it made me feel when I first started, I could definitely understand as a teenager using it as an escape and then it not working after a certain period and moving on to other things. But it's not marijuana being the gateway drug. It's trauma. Generational trauma is the gateway drug. Okay, guys. So, But you know yourself. And if you feel like you cannot handle yourself or you cannot say no, then by all means, avoid drugs and alcohol. Avoid whatever it is that is causing you the stress or the shame and the guilt, which, again, back to I thought it was just me, but it isn't. Shame and guilt. This is highly recommended, and I'm already making highlights and shit in it, but it already makes sense, and I'm on page 20. There's certain things, I'm like, gosh darn it. Where's this book? How come we don't have these books in school for us? How come this isn't required reading for us in school to help with our budding changes and our personality and what we come to understand as ourselves that people don't and can't explain to us. Our parents can't even explain ourselves to us. So how the hell are we supposed to know? And we're supposed to figure it out on our own. Anyways, we're off on a tangent. For the pleased, S, sleep enough to feel good. They sure make this sound easy. Oh yeah, just sleep. You'll feel good enough. But basically, don't oversleep, don't undersleep. Try not to. Obviously, we can't help it, but if you're one of those people who get stuck in their phone, put your phone up. Put it like on a shelf that you have to like get up and reach. So it makes an effort. Put your charging cable over there so you can sleep. Other people who sleep too long, you've got to set yourself up and get up, because it when you oversleep, you're more tired. It doesn't make sense, but you're more tired, and you lose your day. You lose, unless you're a night owl. I'm not going to say you lose your day, because then you're fine with losing your day. But you lose momentum. You, especially like if the sun's out, like where we live in Washington, when it's winter, 4:00, it's dark. And it sucks. But I mean, it's the seasonal depressionist, but you lose your momentum because you only have certain amount of time of sunlight, and that sunlight gives you energy. We're all Supermen here. We all need the sun to live, unless you're allergic to the sun and like that point whatever percent. I'm really sorry. The moon will give you the strength you need. The moon does have good energy too. Exercise every day. So let's play with that as E. We still have D to do. Someone has D to do. Exercise every day. This is hard. And this is hard for people who have autoimmune issues or regular issues like that can be seen, like arthritis or carpal tunnel or whatever you want to go down. It is not easy to exercise every day. It is easy getting steps in and doing something. I generally watch a YouTuber who really does nothing with their life, absolutely nothing, and claims like all these wonderful things, and glasses are dirty. And I go, gosh, am I like them? They have some of the same issues I have. Is this what people see of me, that I do nothing and I like whatever? And then I get up and I go rip up carpet, and I go tear up tacks in the ground and rip up staples, and I'm hiking up and down the stairs of my house. I have got to get at one level because it's not good on my body, but I'm hiking up and down these stairs consistently. So even though I'm not outside exercising, I'm not at a gym exercising, I'm in this house consistently looking after animals, picking things up, sweeping things, vacuuming, dusting, cleaning floorboards. Like I am always just move, move, move. And what I learned is that I have spurts of energy. So I will sit, I will wake up, I'll smoke a joint, I'll kind of relax. And it, depending how I am that day, how my body is that day, I may relax a little bit longer, smoke another joint, or I may just have the energy and have whatever. And I start going to town on my house. I start cleaning, I start dusting, I start taking care of things that couldn't be taken care of. Lots of poop. There's so much shit in this house. Not in the house, but with 10 animals and 3 humans, there's a lot of shit going on around here. So, You got shit in the backyard. You got shit in the garage. That's where the cat boxes are. In my bathroom is a cat box. In another room is a cat box. So we got poops we deal with every day. Well, I don't pick up every day, every 2 days. Because a lot of times it's raining right now. And it sucks to pick up poop in the rain. You know, go outside, do little walks. Like, for those that shop, if you're at the mall walk, do an extra lap between stores. Get in what you can. And it will be exhausting, but the little that you do and the more that you do, you start to feel a little better. But you really have to listen to your body. And that's one thing we are not taught to do at all as humans, is to listen to our body and be mindful of our body so that we can save our body for our yesteryears. Yesteryears? No. For our old years. We have more ability. We have more control in our body. We have less bone spurs or less worn down cartilage because we weren't straining to kill ourselves as young people because, oh, we could do it. Well, of course you can do it, but doesn't mean it should be done. So with exercise every day, it's really to the person. You know, I do trapeze yoga. That's exercise. You know, I might not do it every day, but I do it when I can, when it's not raining. I don't have anything to cover it yet. So once I have something to cover it, then I can do it every day. You know, but listening to your body, yeah, like my wrist hurts from playing games yesterday. Like, anyways. And D of the please. Daily practice makes a difference. Gotcha. I really don't care for this card. I'm gonna be honest. If my therapist gave me this card, I'm like, this is stupid. Because this is what every doctor tells you to do, right? Oh, these are things you gotta do. Okay, see you next appointment. See you when you next hurt. See you when you next this. It seems so simple and it's so stupid. Everyone's very different. Everyone's physical health is very, very different paths. And we don't have enough resources. God, my elbow still hurts. We don't have enough resources as a community to make those changes and efforts. These are why villages and communities matter. Like, this is why in some cultures they still have things like this, because you forget and you lose things over time, and then people become more selfish of their own, whatever they have to get done, and they forget about the community, or they say stupid shit like, well, what has the community done for me? Well, when you need help, the community will be there. So this please card, I get it. I feel like this is going to be on a wall. Like, oh, this is going to sound so bad, but like in all those like scams you see about, you can earn money by just doing this if you invest with us. Like, it's just these simple steps, and you will always, like, MLM scams. I feel like please would be on their thing, and it feels gross, it sounds gross, and it feels like you don't have wiggle room. There's always wiggle room. But like, I don't know. This is a very basic bitch card, and I don't care for it. So I like the strengthening your strengths. I like the fact that it said make it into a meme or a picture, something you can look at every day, because that's actually going to be like your superhero cape. You're going to see that and you're going to go, God damn, that's good. That's funny. You know what? I'm good at that. I'm great at that. Like, and it will actually, you'll start to see little positive inflections of change through that. So I know some of this stuff is very corny sounding, so I get it. And some of this stuff feels like straight up bullshit. I also get that. Because it is just straight up bullshit. I don't know if I want to go into my notes because I'm in a kind of a good mood. And I don't know if I want to go there. So I talked about that possibly changes getting EMDR. I have a new therapist in 2 weeks I'm going to meet and figure out a pathway from there, because I've worked on my BPD I'm trying to understand and work on my CPTSD, but I've never dealt with the physical and sexual assault so much. And maybe that falls under PTSD, and that's what I need to focus on more. But I'm trying to find something else to heal, because while DBT has helped and these books have helped, there's still something not quite. What word do you use? I want to say fixed. I don't want to say right. I don't want to say some stupid bullshit, but something inside just, we haven't hit it yet. We haven't hit what the key pathway to heal is. We're working on my mother. We've worked on my father. We worked on family members, which, I never thought that I would fully get over that stuff. Now, my mother is still difficult. I really wish I could forget the abuse in her, because it's a constant memory. Like, if something happens or someone says something like, "Oh, Kathy said this to me," or, "Well, you can't do that." Da, 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 da. Like, all these grossness comes up, or sometimes, like, if I try to reflect on a memory, it's just her face inside of me just peering back at me, because I have a photographic memory. So it totally sucks. Being able to read every emotion and every little tick on her face, especially anger, because it was just so much hate feeling towards me. I read something that said, no, I was watching something, and the person said, "I'm not losing love. They're losing love with me gone." And it made so much more sense that, like, I had been fighting for whatever this love and acceptance is that hasn't been there, and they're not giving me anything in return. So it's like, who's missing out? Them. They're missing out. And I know that I've heard this before from my therapist saying this to me, but it just sounded like bullshit because I didn't have faith in myself. But my mother is missing out on my love and passion and my hilarity. With all of her judgments and all of her pressures, she's missing out on a wonderful person here. And I have never said that out loud or without a face in my fucking life ever. And that's how truly I mean that. My mother is missing out on a fun, enjoyable daughter, and she could care less. So why am I keep putting the effort in? Why am I keep trying? It's been 4 years and I haven't heard from my mother directly. She's trying to talk to Ryan. She goes through my sister, but can't write a letter to my mailbox that you've sent presents to. My sister has my address. Do you ask? Can't send a single card even to just say I'm thinking of you. No, because you want to punish me. And I don't know what I did besides existing that. Ooh, I am angry right now. I don't know what I did besides existing. And I was following under your footsteps. I was doing everything you wanted me to do. That I was wrong, that I should be punished, that I was a bad person, that I'm a piece of shit, that I should be dismissed from your family. You told me before. I'm sorry, I'm speaking to her. You told me before, I am not your daughter. You disown me. Because my sister and I got into a fight. I was immediately the bad one. I was immediately in the wrong. Not both of us. And I'm the one that got disowned that night. And the next 2 nights. Yet I still came back and faced the abuse. Because I wanted a family. Because family is all that matters, right? It's all we're going to have. It's bullshit. Because my family doesn't care. They don't want to see this evolved person. They don't want to meet this person. And that's fucking fine. Because I don't want to meet them where they're at, where they've stayed at, where they're continuing in their cycle, they're continuing in their abuse, and they're continuing with their bullshit. It's a Furby. So yeah, like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Now I wish the memories weren't there and gave me the reactional feelings, but you as a mother, you as a person, you as a whole fucking ass being, do not affect me anymore. I am no longer afraid of you showing up on my fucking doorstep. I welcome the fact that you would ever make an effort to come to my doorstep to surprise me or give me some bullshit or hit me up trying to say that you have some disease now that you're going to die and you got to make amends. I dare you. Because I'm ready now. You've noticed I've been ready each time we have an altercation, and I am stronger and stronger. Now I don't give a flying fuck about your fucking feelings. I used to care about them because you went through your shit, because you went through what you told me, because you didn't have a good life. But you aren't making an effort to make your life better. So stay in your fucking cycle and leave me the fuck alone. God, I wish I could say that to her. Oh. I really don't think I've been able to be like that out loud. I think it in my head a lot. But let me tell you, giving your words a voice fucking means something. So maybe I will read these stupid letters I wrote. Let's hear it in my voice instead of on a written page. Oh boy. Nope. Nope, where'd the letters go? Here we are. So, the letter I wrote to high school Stephanie in 10th grade, where I unmasked for the first time. Wow, you made it through 9th grade with so many accomplishments. AB honor roll, color guard. You won a first place trophy with your third team for color guard. A lot of rewards for ROTC, including the Dick Award, Tiny Dick Award. I was the first female to get the Tiny Dick Award. It's not really called that, guys. And I made friends, some of which I actually still have contact with. You even were put into the honor roll English. You did so well that you believed you could be your real self in 10th grade, and it didn't work out so well. You found that this year to be very hard. Sorry, I wrote in this like yellow ink like an asshole, and it's so hard to read. You found it very hard because you couldn't grasp math, but you did have a friend to help you through it, and you had you had such high energy, most were unable to take you. You became super unfiltered and talkative. You weren't grounded yourself, like to the ground, to myself, to like, be a grounded person. But I was grounded through her. Friendships were tough because you never found that you fit in. Never have I found that I fit in. I always feel like I'm faking it till I make it type of thing, even though it's like really me sometimes. Like I don't feel like I fit in. But you were brave and bold enough to try and find yourself while exposing the real you to others and going through puberty. But also there was her. The more real you became, the more lies had to come so you could just try being a kid. There was more hitting, yelling, and grounding, which made you realize that being on JROTC, any team, was better than being at home more often. And this decision of choosing to be on a team in ROTC again led me down a leadership path. I'm sorry you don't feel like you fit in anywhere. It will take time to find your tribe and voice, but you do. Phony one's out of his room now. If you hear the scratching, that's the cat. I'm sorry you don't feel like you are doing the best you can to try and navigate not only high school, puberty, friendships, family, yourself, chores, and your mother's insane emotional turbulence and half-assed father. I wish I could tell you to save energy for yourself, not try so hard to find acceptance from your parents, because it still hasn't come. Thank you for doing the best as you did with very limited skills and tools that were never given or taught to you. Please know that I love you, and you will always have that throughout all of the judgments you try to destroy yourself with. It will also take you a long time to take that mask back off, but you will learn what you didn't get as a child and give it to yourself. All of the overwhelming emotions you feel will serve you later to help you find your mission, voice. But for now, enjoy the roller coaster. And a letter to my feet. Phony, I will come in a second. Let me finish this. Do you hear this cat? He must have bombed himself. Probably has stinky poos. So, letter to my future self in 5 years. We have entered our 40s and officially settled into the 40s, which means I'm like 42 or something. 43. I hope that you no longer obsess or question your voice. Reflect over the years when you have used it. Was it for safety, for equal rights, against hate and intolerance? Was it for yourself and your boundaries? That is your voice, and you know how to use it. I know that it still seems like an uphill battle with acceptance of your body and self, but you deserve not to have that rot inside of you taking up space. You deserve to know what peace is for yourself. I hope that you have continued to build upon that safe space and have tolerance for yourself. Right now, I am working on our strength, patience, and love. I am accepting you have never had the parents you deserve. You were the parent you deserved all along. I am working on acceptance of what your past was and how the pattern shows you that things will never change with them and that it was never your fault. In fact, you are courageous in all that you do and show. That's why others see you as threatening, but you're still the nicest fucking person you've ever met. I'm also working on what my own boundaries are for myself and what I give. One of the biggest hopes for us is that I hope you found your love of art again and have completed your started projects, which I have so many right now. Your art matters to you. There is no perfect way with art, as in life. Above all else, remember that we are still here, still fighting, and still struggling, which proves that you love yourself, and it's okay to love yourself. Oh my God, let me go grab this cat. Y'all simmer on. It's okay to love yourself, because I still have to simmer on that. Phony, I'm coming. Where you go? Okay, I'm staying. Please don't scratch out the door anymore. Squirrely girl, stop being a bitch to him. You hear me? Stop it. No, you stop it. No, you stop it. That's Squirrely girl. All that fussing and he won't come out. Him and Squirrely girl don't get along. So we've got medicine on the way. One to help with him, give him some B12. And then, yeah, Squirrely girl's going on Buspirone. I have a 9-month-old kitten on medication. Isn't that crazy? 10 months old. Summer. Did he really just scratch at the door? This fool. Bad habit. It's 11:45. It's not even lunch. Well, not even my breakfast. I haven't even eaten yet. I don't know if it's just my energy being fucking over it and wanting to move the fuck on and just know what it's like to enjoy living without a shadow over you. Or Is it the medication? Is it both? Is it all the above? But I'm fucking over it. And I'm glad to be over it. You know, it sucks. It sucks you don't get the childhood you deserve. And that goes not just for me. It goes for everyone out there with overstressed parents, overworked parents, parents with too many kids, parents with not enough time on their hands, parents with their own issues, parents with addiction, parents who don't show the fuck up. But we're the problem, right? As kids, it's our fault. We're the one with issues. We're the ones that don't know how to deal with things, not our parents who put that shit on us, right? Generational trauma is what is breaking America down. Generational trauma. That trauma that says, well, I didn't have it this bad. Why the fuck are you complaining? Because I have a right to complain. Okay? It's my right. It's my body. It's my choices. Ugh. Parents, man. And some of y'all get it. Don't let me put that harshness up like, as a parent, you're never gonna do anything right, and you're just gonna have horrible children that fucking suck. No. Especially if you're aware and you see the generational trauma has happened and you make those differences, like not reacting the way your parents did when they were stressed the fuck out. That's one of the number one things you can do. That's why I don't have kids. Because I am loud, I am exuberant, I do yell. What kid deserves to be around that, you know? I can't promise a great life with my personality disorder. Shit, look at me. I'm still working on me. How am I going to work on a kid? For those of you that are doing it, working on yourselves with raising children, you are my heroes. I don't know how. I don't know the energy that you guys get. Like, you are really fucking superheroes out there. And I applaud you. And I will always be in your graciousness and on your side with whatever you need, because working on yourself and raising children so they don't have to waste their own energy later on this shit, it's tenfold. Like it can give way to so much more opportunity as a child, especially in finding yourself. Who's writing me now? Sorry. Yeah. All right. Parents, I'm proud of you that are doing this and healing yourselves. Stormy, I'm proud of you for finding your boundary. Was that so freaking hard? Yes, it was. It was entirely too freaking hard. Anywho, I hope you guys are doing really good. Thank you again for those that do watch. I really appreciate it. Thanks to those that may share. I'm hoping these words are helping. They seem to be helping me. And that's really what I started this for, is that I think I can actually, like, one, hold myself accountable, but two, be able to track and see that, like, when I started this, I'm a boohoo baby bitch, cried over my parents. Now I'm like, hey, fuck you guys. Like, y'all didn't do me the service that you should have done. Me or my siblings. Me or my siblings did not get the service of the real parents they should have. And that's on y'all. Y'all have time to fix it, but you choose not to. Let that fucking sink in as we're fixing ourselves. Let that fucking sink in. All right? I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I have energy. It's time to go do more stuff around the house. I'm sure these boys got to go potty, do some potties. No? All right. Guess they don't have to go. That didn't trigger them. Thank you guys, as always. Thank you, Stormy, for making the effort and continuing to try to do this, because your voice matters, and it definitely matters for yourself. And hopefully it matters for someone else that may hear this and get a spark of fighting for their lives too. Fighting to live. It's hard. Flood watch issued for where? Not for us. It ain't even raining. Oh shit, is it for us? Ugh. All right. Well, let me take these dogs out because obviously it's about to rain. It's about to rain. Love you guys. Wow, I don't even ever said that to you guys. I am a changed person. Look at me now. I promise I'm gonna make more of an effort to do these more often. But bear with me. I might take a little time just because again, I'm meeting with new therapists, new therapy, and possible changes to medications. And so that can wreak some havoc on schedules and stability. So, anyways, have a great fucking weekend. It's almost the end of February of 2025. That's crazy. We are 2 months down in 2025 already. While the political world and our real world is a mess, I hope within your safe space you do not feel a mess. Bye, guys.